Pari, how are you? It has been so many days. I miss you.
I'm good,
Miss
mataji.
Dhruv.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's good. He's joining.
No, he's at a different class right now.
Oh, okay, fine. But I was missing you, both brother and sister.
Yeah, I just recently joined the class back in it's only been a couple weeks since I've come back to the class.
Yes, that's why I was missing
Mhm.
you. So you guys started vacation?
No, not yet. In like a couple weeks, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we're starting vacation.
Oh, okay. Because we are from CST zone,
Mhm.
we already started our vacation
Oh yeah,
before the
Bala.
long weekend itself. From Thursday afternoon, we started our vacations.
Oh, that's nice. Wait, what grade is
But the
Balavinda
door
now?
is open. Vrinda is going to be fifth grade now.
Oh, fifth grade, nice.
Yeah. Who would like to sing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for 21 times that we usually do before Mataji joins? What happened? Huh? Wait, I'm unmuted, I guess. Who is available to sing, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 21 times? Okay. Pari or Abhigya, anybody can start. We do chant with Jai Sri Krishna.
Mhm.
I don't know if Pari knows that.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Pari.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare, Hare Ram Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gauraktanda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for the 21 times of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So last week, what chapter did we cover? You all know that? Did you all remember last week what chapter we did?
I think it was chapter 4.
Yes, it was chapter 4, and we did the activities on the chapter 4. So today we are going to start chapter 5. Let me quickly pull it on Veda base right now. So until Mataji joins, what we're going to do is we'll take turns to read the translations of chapter 5. Okay, Mataji is here, so I don't have to do even that. Thank you, Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. We just
Hare
finished
Krishna
chanting
Mataji.
21 times of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and we
Thank
were
you,
waiting
Mataji.
for you. So,
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you all the devotees. So we'll start now. What chapter today? You remember?
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5. Very good. Any points you remember from chapter 4? We have Karthik, Balavrinda, Samvedya. You're joining for the first time?
Yes.
Did I tell your name right?
Yeah.
It's Samvedya or Samvedya?
Samvedya.
Samvedya, okay. Shishir, Samanvi. Nice to see you, Samanvi. Bhuvan, Pari, Dhruv. Okay. Nice to see you all. So we will. Okay, what do you remember from chapter 4? Yes, Abhigya.
Krishna talks about like how the transcendental knowledge can liberate you and how it's important to go to like a spiritual master and stuff.
Wonderful. Transcendental knowledge will liberate, and it's important to go to the spiritual master. Very good. Karthik?
I remember how he says we have both passed through many, many births, and I can remember all of them, but you cannot, oh Arjuna.
Wonderful. Yes. Krishna remembers all of them and Arjuna does not remember. Okay. Abhigya.
There are also two analogies. One of them is with fire. Like, I'm pretty sure the fire is knowledge and it burns all ignorance. Or I might
Wonderful.
have mixed. And then there's one in the boat in the ocean, and the boat is the transcendental knowledge, which helps you cross the ocean of miseries.
Very nice. Wonderful remembrance. Okay. Then, uh, anybody else? Anything else you remember? Samanvi, Sishir. Okay. So if not, we go to chapter 5 today. Chapter 5. Praying to Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Krishna. We will start chapter 5. So Krishna has explained transcendental knowledge to Arjuna, right? But Arjuna is confused. Why? Because Krishna, after explaining about knowledge and renunciation, and we should learn this knowledge from a spiritual master. But again, at the end, he said, be armed with the sword of this knowledge and cut your ignorance and get up and fight. So oh, Arjuna thought, okay, let me go to the spiritual master, let me learn the transcendental knowledge, and let me say goodbye to this war. But he couldn't. But Krishna said, okay, armed with this knowledge, fight, Arjuna, fight. So Arjuna is asking this question: which is better, work or renunciation of work, Krishna? Okay, who can read this verse? Arjuna Vacha. Yes, Abhigya.
Arjuna Vacha Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Samshasi Yatreya Etayorikam Tanme Bruhi Sunishitam.
Very good. Thank you. So he said, Tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Please tell me which is good. Okay. So immediately Krishna is replying that the work in devotion is superior to the renunciation of work. Okay. And he is making a statement that we don't call someone who's not working as a renounced person, but a person who's detached from the results of his work. Okay. Is the one who is truly renounced. What do you mean? Detached from the results of the work. What do you understand from this? Yes, Abhigya.
You don't do your job because, like, say it was a normal job, you don't do it wanting your paycheck. You do it because you like to work and you want to work. Is
Ah,
something like that?
okay, good. So, not working, looking at the result, right? Expecting the result. Doing work for the sake of doing work. That's one point. Okay. Anything else? Anybody has heard? What does it mean to be detached from the results of the work? Okay. So suppose I'll give you an example. Uh, you have gotten a very good grade and you've got 5 plus. You're on A roll honor, right? A honor roll in your class, and that's good, right? Everyone should work. You shouldn't just go to the school and study and say, okay, I don't care whether A honor roll, B honor roll, C honor roll, D honor roll. No, you can't be like that. So you study to get good grades, and then you got a good grade, and then everyone is saying, wow, you did a great job. Okay, so at that point, what does it mean to be detached from the results? Yes, Karthik.
It's means that you can offer your results to Krishna and thank Krishna, thank you for letting me get these good results. This actually reminds me of a Bhagavad Gita verse, or it was Bhagavad Gita that me and my mom were reading the other day. It's went along the lines of you can you have the right to perform your duty, but you have no right to the fruits of your action, and do not think that you are the person. The cause and results of your action. The cause and results of your action. Thanks, Mama. And do not be attached to not doing your duty. And do not be attached to not doing your duty. We read it like yesterday.
Wonderful, Karthik. And congrats to your mom too. She's doing a great job with you. Okay, so yes. So detached from the results of the work means thanking Krishna for getting this. So attached to the results of the work in this situation, what does that mean? Yes, Samvedya.
To like not care about how you got the result, only care about the result, and like don't thank Krishna.
Very good. Yes. So that's nice. Not care about like how Krishna has blessed me, even to get up to read, to understand, to remember, and to, uh, uh, give the test. And then many things in the test, it could have been that you don't know, right? But things that you know has the questions are come in the test, and then you were able to answer. Suddenly that day, if you are so sick that you can hardly get up from bed, how could you have got the marks, right? So there's so many factors that govern, that place, that takes part in forming the results of the work. So detached from the results of the work means not thinking that I did it and I'm so proud of myself that I did it, I'll do it again and again. Then that kind of, that's being attached to the results, and then we think very much of ourselves and it gets into the head, right? And after that, the next time, probably you, if you don't get that much, then people curse, oh, what is this, I should have done this, and like that, either happiness or lamentation. So these two things are the results of being attached to the results of the work. So we do our best, we want to get a honor roll, and if we get it, we understand that it's by Krishna's blessings and so many other factors, because of Krishna's blessings, that I'm able to get this. And so when someone says that, we offer the credit to Krishna. Then it doesn't get into our head and we don't become proud, we don't become overconfident, like that. And with this, if sometimes, things don't go in life according to what we want, what we have worked for. No, no, always it doesn't happen that whatever we worked for, we get the results. So at that time, a person is not very much depressed and goes into lamentation and think that there's no other way out. So we are protected from both the extremes. Okay, that's what Krishna is saying, that if we do devotional work, we can get the result. And ultimately, it is both the same. The results of renunciation and devotional service are ultimately the same, but devotional service is superior. Why? In the first of all, the path of renunciation is very difficult. Even previously, the sages who have practiced it, they had to take a lot of lives or long number of years even to achieve a little amount of perfection. But in the Bhakti Yoga, the devotee can quickly achieve Krishna because it's an easy process. Okay, so he says that devotional service is easier, quicker, and surer path. And Krishna says that with this idea in mind, that one becomes a pure soul. Okay, and how he lives is said here. Anyone wants to try reading this verse? Yes, Pari.
Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijatma jitendriya sarva bhutatma bhutatma kurvan apina lipyate.
I'm sorry. It's a bit away. Okay. So, Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma, one who is a pure soul. So, one who is doing bhakti, devotional service becomes pure. That means what? He can control his mind and senses. Vijitatma Jitendriyaha. He's a very successful soul. And because he's controlling his mind and senses, he's very dear to everyone. He doesn't offend anyone. He's very dear and always thinking about other people goodness because he's calm, quiet, and nobody can shake him. A person who is doing bhakti yoga. So such a person, even though he's working, is never entangled. Okay. So then Krishna says how it is possible. Anybody else would like to read this verse? The Sanskrit? Give me 1 minute. Sorry for the interruption. Did anyone read?
No, Mataji.
No one read this verse? Okay.
I mean, I had read it before, but like,
Yeah. Anybody else wants to try? Sishir. I'll help you, Sishir.
Yes, Mataji. Brahmanyadhaya kalmani sangham tyaktva karoti yah lipyatena sa papena padmapatram nivambhasa.
Very good, Sishir. That's beautiful. Thank you. So, Padma Patram. Padma Patram means what is that? Can you look at the translation and say?
Lotus leaf?
You're right. Patram means leaf, Padma is lotus. So, what is unique about the leaf of a lotus? You see the picture? How is it different from other leaves?
It is like pointing downwards instead of like that. It's going down.
Okay, that's one difference, but that's many other leaves are also like that. But what is yes, Pari?
the lotus flower leaf is able to hold like water and it can stay, like it doesn't like, the leaf doesn't absorb the water.
Ah, right. The leaf doesn't become wet with water. Okay, it's untouched by water. See, the water moves here and there like glides through, but it is not. The leaf doesn't become wet. The other leaves, if you put water, it becomes wet. So the lotus leaf is untouched by water. So this is what happens to someone who offer the results to the Supreme. Because while performing his duties without attachment, he is not affected by sins in his actions. Yes, Bhuvan.
Like the it's untouched by water. It's like the leaf is the soul and the skin is outside. The skin is wet, but your soul is still alive.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for thinking in that lines, Bhuvan. So Krishna is actually saying that a person who is offering the results of his action to Krishna can live in this world without being influenced by the ups and downs of this world, the three modes of material nature. Okay? And he can be unaffected by sins. How many of you want to live like this? Everyone, isn't it? So we want to be in this world, but we don't want to be affected by this world. So that's why Krishna is saying that we have to offer the results to the Supreme, to Him. Okay. Then again he's saying what else he will get. Okay. And what a person who's attached to the results, what will happen to him, and what will happen to that person who is giving up the results for his own enjoyment. Can someone read this? Bala Brinda is there. Do you want to read? Bala Brinda or anyone else want to read?
To read Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mataji, which one do I have to read? Like the whole thing?
Yeah, this only the Sanskrit.
Yukta karma phalam tvakta. Shanti mapnoti naishtikim. Avyukta karma karena phala shakto nivajyate.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so from this, reading through the translation, tell me what does a person who gives up the result of his activities get? Yes, Abhigya.
The person who renounces their activity, by giving up the results of their activities, they get unadulterated peace.
Yes, unadulterated peace. It is a completely peaceful. No one can shake them. Whatever happened, they're not in stress, they're not in anxiety, they're peaceful. But a person who's attached to the results, what is his destination? What happens to him? Karthik. You have written Amrita Devidasi. Is that your mom's name?
Sorry, Mataji. I have to join again, and that is my mom's name, yes.
Okay. That's a nice name. Okay, so one who's not engaged in karma yoga or bhakti yoga. What happens to him? Easy question. Yes, Samvedya.
They become like bound up in their like obsession to get more and more success, which isn't really easy to attain.
Right. Very good. They become bound up, right? And they are more and more absorbed in that, right? So Krishna says that this body is like a city. In the cities, there are 9 gates. So these 9 gates are nine openings of the body. And then if the person who's inside the city of 9 gates think himself, I am the city. Is that right? Or is that right to think that I am living in this city? What would you think? What is right?
I am living in the city.
Yeah. Which city are you from, Abhigya?
I'm from Troy, Michigan.
Michigan, right? Okay. You say that I live in Michigan. We don't say I am Michigan, right? Which city are you from, Sishir?
Greenville.
Greenville. Okay. You say, are you Greenville, Sishir?
No, of course not.
Okay. Similarly, what is the analogy here? Similarly, we are not. What is described as a city of 9 gates in this?
Body?
The
Sorry,
body. The body.
the body. See, so we are not this body. As Sishi said, of course I'm not Greenville. So we are not this body, because this body is like a city. It has 9 gates, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 mouth, the anus, and the genitals. So these are the gates. And we are living within this city. So what a person who's living within the city do, if he is think he's identifying not with the city, but he knows that he's a servant of the Lord, then he becomes free as the Lord. That's what he just have to identify himself, that I am the servant of the super soul. Okay, so then there's another concept that is explained here. Who is the doer actually? Okay, so that is it's mentioned here, the soul, or we desire. When we desire, who sanctions? Who sanctions according to this diagram? We ourselves sanction what we desire? Oh, actually, this
No, Mataji.
actually
Super
super soul
sanctions.
sanctions. The arrow should be this way. The soul desires, super soul sanctions, then the material nature fulfills. For example, if you desire to eat an ice cream, okay, so there are many times when you wanted to eat ice cream and it wouldn't have happened. There are some times when you wanted to eat ice cream and you could eat an ice cream. That's because your mom took you out for ice cream shop, or there was some ice cream purchased and kept in the fridge, or so many other things. Right? That means what? The super soul has sanctioned that desire. And then who fulfills that? Material nature. There is someone who's running this business of doing an ice cream shop, and he has made the ice creams and kept there, and then he's selling for his livelihood, and then that way we are able to get. So that ice cream shop and the other things is in the example is the material nature. So after the super soul sanctions, the material nature fulfills. So this is a cycle. So there are 3 doers: the soul, the super soul, and the material nature. Do anyone know this verse? Sarvasya Chaham. Which chapter and which verse it is? Chapter 15, text 15. Okay, anybody wants to read? Yes, Abhigya.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहम् एव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्. Thank you, Mataji.
Wonderful. Right? So Krishna says, from me comes remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge, and I am seated in everyone's heart. So, uh, uh, what does the devotee does in divine consciousness? He knows that he is only the desirer, Paramatma is the sanctioner, and material nature is the executor. So something that he wanted didn't happen. He wouldn't go, oh my God, why did it happen? I should have got it. I should have got it. No. He knows, okay, I wanted it, but Krishna didn't sanction it. So I accept it. So that way he's peaceful. Whether he gets what he wants or whether he did not get what he wants, also, he is peaceful. So that's why he's beyond any reaction. Okay. So what is ignorance? In ignorance, Means we identify ourselves based on the occupation we do, the color of the skin, where we taken birth, which family we hail from, the language we speak, right? The country we hail from. All this can change when the body changes. So we are, somebody may be a doctor this life, and the next life he may not be even a human being. So all these designations are material and temporary. So we think, wow, I'm a successful lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm an actor, but we are neither the proprietor nor the controller, but actually we become puppets in the hands of the material, three modes of material nature. Do you know what are the three modes of material nature? Anybody?
Just pass and ignorance.
Yes, goodness, passion, and ignorance. So, like this, sometimes we are in goodness, sometimes we are in passion, sometimes we are in ignorance. So, we are not controller, but we are controlled. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so that's what he says, that we do you know this proverb, man proposes and God disposes. Okay, you're going to silently read this, whatever is in the slide, and tell me what is the analogy given in this. Karthik.
You can understand the desires of the individual soul as one can smell the flavor of a flower by being near it.
Who can understand?
The super soul.
Why?
Because he is seated in our hearts and he hears our thoughts. He hears everything. He hears our desires, he hears our prayers. He is the super soul sitting in our hearts, guiding our actions.
Very nice, right? So if we sit far away from the flower, can we smell the flavor of the flower, the fragrance of the flower? No. When we sit near the flower, then we can smell the fragrance. So similarly, super soul is the nearest person in our heart because he is situated in our heart. So he knows what we desire. Okay. That's why we can't fulfill our desires by ourselves. Okay, when a person knows all this, what is karma, who am I, what is the super soul, and what's the spiritual nature, what uh, what happens to him? Read the analogy here and tell me. What is the analogy here? Yes, Karthik.
The analogy is as the sun illuminates everything, that spiritual knowledge reveals everything after one's ignorance is destroyed by it.
Very nice. Right? Ignorance is compared to what? Darkness. Very good, Abhigya. So darkness goes when there is light. So when sun is there, the dark day goes off. Now the sun is setting.
The spiritual master is like a light.
Hmm. Right. So see, Krishna is saying that one has to seek out such a bona fide spiritual master, under him learn what Krishna consciousness is, And then Krishna consciousness will certainly drive away all nescience as the sun drives away darkness. Right? So, knowledge is light, knowledge enlightens. Ignorance is like darkness. Okay. Then this is a very important verse. Who anyone else who has not read the shloka so far, do you want to read it? Uh, we don't have much time. Who didn't read the shloka so far? Who wants to read this? Okay.
Mataji, I think she was raising her hand, Karthik.
Who? Karthik? Yeah, go ahead.
Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Gavihastini Suni Chaiva Svapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina.
Very good.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. So, what is the equal vision? See what it says: a humble sage, by virtue of true knowledge, sees a learned Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater with equal vision. Such people are wise. What's the equal vision? A cow and a dog and a Brahmana and an elephant are not the same externally. Yes, Abhigya?
It's when someone sees like everyone to be the same. There's no separation. There's no one who's better than anyone else. Because in this case, the humble sages know that Krishna is inside everyone and therefore everyone is equal.
Very nice. Thank you. Samvedya, did you have a point to say?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah. The humble sage first sees everyone as a soul. Whether it's an elephant, a dog, a cow, or everything, it's because essentially a soul. The outward body is different, right? But along with the soul, in the heart of the soul is present the super soul. So he sees everyone with an equal vision. Does that mean that he goes and embraces a tiger like he embraces a pet animal or a small boy? Why not? He should be equally, right? Yes, Abhigya.
Just because everyone's like equal on the inside doesn't mean that the tiger doesn't have instincts and driving forces of its own which won't harm you.
Ah, right. So, but what does it mean with the equal vision is this person will not kill the tiger to take his skin, to make, products of the animal, right? He's not cruel. He understands. That doesn't mean that he goes and embraces the tiger and allows himself to be eaten by the tiger. But he's not going to see the tiger as an object. What can I take from this tiger? I can kill the tiger. There are so many people in the world that they do that. That's why tigers are endangered species. They kill the tiger for the skin, for the claws, for so many things. Isn't it? So that a person with the equal vision will not do. At the same time, he will behave with the tiger as it required to be behaved with. Okay, so Paramatma within is the same uh, all. Okay, if a person knows this, such a person, this is a result of this. He will not take something that has a beginning and the end. Suppose I'm telling to Karthik, I'll give you uh, $1 million, but only for a week. And then the next week, I'll take away that $1 million. And whatever you spent also will be reverted. You bought with that also will be taken away. Would you be willing to accept my offer? No. Right? Anything that has a beginning and end, we want to go for something that has no end. So that's the meaning of this. Anybody wants to recite this shloka? Yahi samparsha jaboga. iPhone, Samanvi. Do you want to recite Samanvi? I'll help you.
Okay. Yehi samsparsa chaboga doka yonaya evata adya antavanta kaunteya nate ramate puta.
Beautiful Samanvi.
Thank
So what? They know that enjoyment arising from the contact of the sense with the sense object is the source of distress. Such pleasures have a beginning and an end. Like you go to the Disney World, it's so nice. Vacation is so good. But then on the day when you're done with the Disney World and then you come back, because it has a beginning and the end, then you can proudly show pictures to others and that's it. Right? So they don't delight in such pleasures. And now tell me which one you want, Shreyas or Prayas?
Prayers.
Prayas.
Yes.
Long term pleasure.
Yes.
Right? Not short term pressure, which will make us mad and more mad and more mad. Right? So, a devotee is not that he's a morose person, he's not happy, he's crying, he's always have to chant. No, for him it's blissful. Right? He's also jumps and dances in the kirtan, he eats nice prasadam, there are nice friendships and devotees, and he also goes out, hangs out with them. So there is unlimited happiness. Okay? Devotees are not attracted to material sense pleasure, but they are attracted to unlimited happiness that gives them spiritual sense pleasures. Okay. For that, something we have to learn. What is that we have to learn before giving up this body? From this verse, okay, first, anyone who can recite this verse? Shruti,
To
would you like to?
control our anger, and we have to tolerate our anger.
Hmm. Yes.
I don't know how to pronounce them.
Okay, Shruti, no problem. Anybody else? iPhone? Okay. Samvedya, I'll help you.
Sak Saknoti Saknotihaiva yasodam prakshariravipokshanat kavakrot kavakroto bhavan vegam sayukta sasukhi nara.
Very good. Right? If we learn to tolerate the urges arising from desire and anger, then we can be happy in the world. If we are not able to tolerate, then we'll be also happy, do you think? If you are not able to tolerate, what will we become? Yes, Abhigya?
If you can't tolerate anger, then you will become angry.
Hmm. And you'll be happy becoming angry? Anybody here who becomes happy telling, oh, I got angry today? Wow, I'm the supermoon.
Oh no, that's silly. That's silly.
Right? So that's what Krishna is saying. If we
Would you
learn,
be happy if you were angry?
yeah. So if you're able to tolerate, then we are happy. So we should try to tolerate. Even if we fail, it's okay. But our goal is to tolerate the agitations. Okay, like how Krishna is always maintaining the devotee. Just like the mother bird comes, brings food for the younger bird, just have to open the mouth, that's it. And the fish is also, the mother fish is taking care of the younger fish. Tortoise is laying the egg on the shore and then going inside and meditating on the legs, on the eggs, and then that's how it hatches. So similarly, if we simply think of Krishna, oh, Krishna is a super soul in my heart. Okay, Krishna has sanctioned my desire. Okay, Krishna has not sanctioned my desire. I want to chant and be connected to Krishna who's there in my heart. If we think like that, then that is Krishna consciousness. At the end, we will be immersed in the Supreme. Finally, Krishna is three things in this um in this shloka. Okay, it's a famous shloka. Who can read? Anyone can read, even if you have read before. Yes, Abhigya.
Oktaram tapasham sarvaloka maheshwaram Shrudam sarva bhutanam Yatva mam shantim vrichati. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice. So Krishna is a supreme enjoyer. Krishna is a supreme proprietor. Okay, but the third one, such supreme enjoyer and such supreme proprietor of all planets and demigods is who for us? Can you tell me?
Krishna.
Who? What is Krishna for us? I mean, is he our is he our enemy? Is he just our protector? Is he our master? What is it given here?
He's our well-wisher.
He's our well-wisher. What do you mean by well-wisher?
He always wants the best for you.
Right. Can you name some of your well-wishers that you have in your life?
My parents, my family, and my teachers.
Wonderful. That's a very good example, right? Parents will never want the children to go bad. Even though they seem to chastise, they seem to control, but they are always our well-wishers. So Krishna is the supreme well-wisher. Why? Because he is with us life after life after life after life. Nobody else comes with us life after life after life after life, but Krishna comes. So when a person knows this, then he attains peace. Okay? So that's the end of this chapter. Um, so we will do some activities by chanting and by association of devotees. We can very easily attain this. So what did we learn in chapter 5? I'm going to ask next week. So Arjuna is asking which is better, renunciation or working with detachment? Then Krishna is saying karma yoga or bhakti yoga. Both are the same. Karma yoga or Sankhya yoga, both are the same. But karma yoga is easier than sannyas. Okay. And if a person performs this, then he is peacefully situated in the city of nine gates, which is his body. Otherwise, he's thinking that I am this body, I am the city, and he's when there is distress, then he becomes sorrowful. When there is happy, then he becomes very happy. Then again sorrowful. Then again happy, and one day we die. Being happy, miserable, happy, miserable, and that's it. That's not human life, right? Human life is to know the goal of life and stay fixed always in that goal and be happy always inside. Okay, so that is what was the example that was discussed? The lotus leaf and water. And another example, if you know the spiritual knowledge, what did we decide? What did we discuss?
It it wipes out all ignorance. Like
Ah,
the sun wipes out darkness.
very good. Sun wipes out darkness, the spiritual knowledge wipes out the ignorance. And finally, we get liberation by focusing on the Supreme and we understand that Krishna is our well wisher. Okay, so let me tell you one story. So there was this small boy called, his name was Gopal, and he was a poor boy and he had to go to, he was going to a Gurukul And his teacher said that we need to make a big festival for the whole village. So there are about 200 people coming. Everyone brings something. Okay, like somebody is bringing huge quantities of rice, somebody is bringing huge quantities of gulab jamun for 200 people, like this. So Gopal is wondering, he's going and asking his mom, what can I take? But his mom says, we are very poor. We don't have that much anything. But I can tell you one thing. There is some person called Dina Bandhu. Dina Bandhu means one who's a well-wisher, friend of the distressed. So he's in the forest. So you go and call Dina Bandhu Krishna, and he will help you. So this Gopal had no other go. So he went inside and he kept very sincerely calling Dina Bandhu Krishna, the friend of the distressed. I'm very distressed now, and you are my friend. Can you please help me? Can you please help me? And suddenly Krishna came in front of him and he gave him a pot of yogurt, a small pot of yogurt, and he said, you take it. And Gopal also said, thank you very much. And then he went and told his mom that, my friend Dina Bandhu, he gave me this pot of yogurt. Then the mother thought, okay, somebody from the village must have given him a pot of yogurt. Okay, you take it to your teacher. The next day, he took it to the teacher in the Gurukul and he said, what is this? Only this much yogurt? How will I feed 200 people with this? Okay, leave it there. Let's see what we can do. Then somebody came they all were arranging something and then they tipped the yogurt pot over. The yogurt fell down. Then his guru thought, oh my God, he already got a little quantity of yogurt and that's also fallen down. Then when he took back the yogurt, the empty pot and kept there, you know what happened? The pot filled up with yogurt again. And he was so surprised. Then he started taking out from the pot through a ladle and gave it to everyone until the pot became empty. But as and when he was taking out, the pot never became empty. The yogurt kept coming, kept coming, kept coming, kept coming. Why? Can you tell me why? Samanvi, can you tell me why?
Because Krishna gave it as a gift for being devotional.
Yeah, and anything from Krishna is not
He
material.
kept on calling Krishna over and over again with prema. So
Yes, and then Krishna gave something that's spiritual. Only
and
material things.
that never stops. It keeps on coming. Like how he called Krishna over and over again. The pot also filled over and over again.
Right. Whatever comes from Krishna is unlimited. That's what we learn. Do we want to make friends with Krishna?
Yes.
How many of you want to become friends with Krishna? Everyone. We should try that. Okay. And then our life will be very successful. Okay. Next week we will meet for more activities based on this chapter. Okay. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Do you have any questions? If not, we'll meet next week. Okay, host, you can end the call. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhupada ki
Mataji
jai,
ki
Lalitangi
jai.
Mataji ki jai.
Jai.
We are ending call for this week. Bye bye.